win or go home. Ian Oswalt letting the hair fly. PIAA state runner-up headed to Brown. Back here on the Westmoreland Sports Network, 145 pounds out there, two-time PIAA runner-up Ian Oswalt. Very quickly getting in on that single leg of junior Jack Moyer. Comes in with a record of 20-9. Back on January 23rd, Jack Moyer decisioned Aaron Edwards, who we just saw, 3-1. Oswalt, as George said, pinned Colton Bowman in 1 minute 24 seconds. George, if you're talking bonus points, you've got to get them right here at 145. Thoughts?
Yeah, and you got to think that the Bucks are anticipating their senior, their two-time state runner-up to go out there and get it done. And we know he's definitely capable of picking up bonus points because, I mean, we've called a handful of his matches.
Yeah, most of them do end in pins, but you know what? The Ridge Lions have momentum right now. Moyer has a job, and he knows what it is. Let's see if he can execute out here. Ian changing off from that high crotch to a double. Driving all the way across, going to secure the two-point takedown. Mr. Moyer wearing a mask, maybe to protect a broken nose. I believe he was wearing that up at the Kowalczyk Center for the regional tournament a few weeks back. Down 4-1 to Ian Oswalt. Again, Oswalt heading to Brown next fall to continue his education and wrestling career. Running that tight waist heavy from the left side right in front of our broadcast booth. Don't forget, email us, shoot us a tweet at Westmoreland SN.
Physical thing as far as blocking your ability to breathe, but I know when you have it on, you just feel like you can't breathe, but it's not physically covering your mouth. So you almost wonder if Moyer is kind of obviously dealing with that and then also dealing with wrestling this state runner-up.
Sure. Yeah, I did have to wear one as a junior, and you're right. It was very challenging. I had to wear it for about 2 months. Oswalt was looking for 2 near fall off that 2-on-1 tilt, but nice job by Jack Moyer to avoid any kind of counts. As you can see, this is where Ian really excels. He brings you back into that claw, that crab ride. But nice job by Moyer not to give up any near fall there in the first period. He's going to defer, choice does Moyer, to Oswalt, the senior, who's going to choose the defensive or down position to begin the second period. They'll throw up 2 minutes. Moyer mounts on the right side, going to try to reach up for that claw from the right side. Oswalt looking to turn in. Here goes Moyer with a crotch lift on Oswalt. Nice job. I would have to say that the junior, Jack Moyer, not very intimidated by the resume of Ian Oswalt.
Yeah, no, and you did say, you said earlier on in the match that Moyer has a job to do, and I was going to come in and say, his job is to go out there and win this match, right? I mean, obviously you're thinking, well, Oswald's a returning state runner-up, so it's going to be a cakewalk, but it's not, right?
Not against these two teams. Like we said earlier in our pre-match show, they wrestle for one another. We'll be hard-pressed to see very many falls here this evening. Ian Oswalt, with a little bit of trickery, going to get himself a 2-point takedown, was looking for a near cradle as you saw him come out and crunch on the head. He's going to suck Moyer back into the crab. Out of bounds they go. 68 seconds remain in the second period. 13-6, the Burrell Bucks starting to chip away at that lead, but certainly could use 5 or 6 points here, George.
And you know that Ian's thinking that in the back of his mind too. He's, one, I got to secure the win, but 2, I have to get bonus points for my team.
He elects to start neutral, so he in essence gave Jack 1 point escape. That'll make the score now 7-2. Working that underhook from the right side is Oswalt. Nice job by Moyer, man. He's not being bullied around out there. That is for sure. Oswalt going to have to get after here. Oswalt did suffer a hamstring injury earlier in the season, pushed through it, did take some time off in January and early February to prepare for the postseason. Nice double leg shot there by Oswalt. Man, that was beautiful. Make sure you hit the replay button on that one, Flicky boy. Right to the high leg turkey goes. 2 and more. Looks like he only got to a 3 count, so he's holding on to 2 near fall. Oswalt looking to change off to a bottom leg cradle, but scissoring hard and getting down to his belly goes Jack Moyer. Going to make that lead now 11-2 for Ian Oswalt, a 9-point lead. Remember, 8-14 is a major decision. Nice job by Moyer to shin shuck off the right side, come up to his feet. I'm excited for this Jack Moyer. Only a junior. Get to see him again next year. 20-9 record.
He's battling out there.
Look at that. There's a beautiful double leg there, young viewers. Head up. Looking across for that other shoulder blade. You can see how he just penetrates. He never stops driving. That's the key. That's why you see so many youngsters. They want to shoot, and then they stop underneath. Ian showing why he's one of the best in the state and also in the country. Moving on to Brown. There goes Jack Moyer. Going to cut away for a one-point escape. Makes that score now 11-3. Just an 8-point lead for Oswalt.
Moyer does have a stall call whenever Oswalt drove him out of bounds.
Duck under right to a single leg for Ian Oswalt. You saw Jack was snapping, and Ian took advantage of one of those snaps, went right into a duck, into a high single leg, sat Jack to his tail, gets the 2-point takedown, cuts him again, kicks him, gives him that 1-point escape, punches right into that underhook. Looking for head position. Nice job by Jack to block him off. Jack going to have to circle himself back in here. He's going to get hit with another stall call. 13-4 now the lead for Oswalt. It's a good look at that duck right into a single leg. Went with the pull-through finish. Technique, technique, technique. Do the common thing uncommonly well, young viewers.
And you hear the fans saying, Ian, you need 6. So trying to encourage him to get out there and fight for the fall.
I think Jack Moyer's got a different agenda. Oh, he's going head in his side, looking for that near cradle. Moyer very wisely just bellied out and gave up the 2-point takedown. Makes it 15-4. Now after that kick, 15-5. So he has a 10-point lead. Ian maybe trying to go up top with something big. He's 5 points away from that technical fall, which would give those Bucks 5 points. Ian going to easily spin around for the 2-point takedown. Going to cut Jack for the 1-point escape, make it 17-6. 24 to go, last frame. Once again, it's going to be a win for the Bucks, but also a win for these Chestnut Ridge Lions, George. Not giving up the 5 or 6, only giving up the 4. Ain't over yet. Ian looking for an inside trip. Unfortunately, ran out of real estate. Was trying to go chin and arm in big time. 8.5 remain on our scoreboard here at Burrell High School's gymnasium. Ian in on that single leg again, and that's how this one is going to end. 17-6, a major decision for Oswalt. Going to make that lead 13-10.